Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block, that know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot.
He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not
running toward the tape. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd.
And the offense coming out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Scanning the field, it's Woods. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri! And And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Back to throw, it's Woods. Fires one high and deep. He caught it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's McClain. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Missouri wants to go fast. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looks as if he's going to run it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get.
And the ball is picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, trying to take it back. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Cardinals trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus.
Off he goes! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense. But did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brown has it. Pirouettes through. Gets away from one, finds room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Going up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Finds a tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Got enough space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Wants to throw. It's Woods. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to Brown. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McLean. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Missouri wants to go fast. Dropping back, it's Woods. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
35, Louisville, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be a...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Missouri, 35, Louisville, 17.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half.
35. Louisville 17.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Well, the running game got nothing on 1st and 2nd down. Let's see if they try the air on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Woods. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Now on the move. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Leaves it with the back. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to throw, it's Woods. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Stands in and takes the hit. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. An impressive display there gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Cardinals get enough for the first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Turns it on in midfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. second down here as they go back to work after the break. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle. It's McClain. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Unloads to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. On first down, here comes this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down. The
offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Missouri! And the route is on.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's got his man. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Woods. Quarterback now breaking the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's back to throw on 2nd down, using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for second down. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to...
He's going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking downfield, it's Woods. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He'll throw on third down. He's going to run it. And it's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play calls.
He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting